It is a strip of green in the middle of the desert. It is the great ancient city of Thebes, capital of the Egyptian Empire for almost 1,000 years. Luxor, the capital of the pharaohs of the new empire. To enjoy your vacation in Luxor, you must wake up early in the morning. This is one of the most interesting days I spent in Luxor. It was 6:30 in the morning when I decided to go for the most interesting adventure, the hot air ballooning. The preparations were so exciting that all of us started to take some photos for the procedures. Here are the rigs that are capable of holding up to 16 people, according to the size of the basket plus the pilot. With the final preparations, we were ready to take off. And of course, we were given more precise safety instructions, especially on landing.
I tried flying before using the parasailing in Sharm el-Sheikh, but the balloon here in Luxor is different. It is an adventurous trip. It is amazing. You know, I don't know how to describe it for you, but the idea that well, this sound is the flame of the balloon, so I'll tell you more about it later on. But the idea is what is really very interesting, that I'm being here flying and just enjoying the beautiful temples that I will visit later. For example, over there you can see the Hatshepsut temple.
لوكسور بلدنا بلا السوح في هالحبايب تتسوح باليسار مرسومة يا لوكسور باليسار باليسار لوكسور جميلة يا محلاكي عيني على شمسك وهواكي لوكسور جميلة يا محلاكي عيني على شمسك وهواكي باليسار مرسومة يا لوكسور باليسار باليسار.
Later I moved on to the city of Habu, or the Temple of Habu. It is very close to the Ramseum. It took me less than 10 minutes by car, and what an interesting place. I found it interesting to rest in the cafe opposite to the temple, as I found an old man playing on an ancient musical instrument. When I listened to his music, I just felt that he's taking me with his music to another world. Maybe the age of Ramses II, because he's my favorite pharaoh.
وقلبي يحبك وخلاص زي ما ودك وديني سلام الدولة ودولة وفيكم الراجل ما يسوى دولة من الرجال المعدولة يا عين على الناس الحلوين واحنا عليكم.
The complex of the city of Habu included the temple of Ramses III, in front of which stood the template of Thutmose I. First of all, the royal pavilion is the most impressive part. The gate is set between two towers and crowned by 2 orders of longitudinal windows.
What is very important when you visit a place, especially if we are talking about the ancient culture and civilization, to read something about the place before visiting it. And of course, it is very much easy because you can find all the information that you will need, whether I'm talking about it through the internet or also if you want to buy something about it. So here we have something here about the Habu Temple. It is one of the most important places here in Luxor that you have to visit. And I want to tell you something very important. The main idea is not only the temple, but when it comes to think about the place, how big it is, how huge it is, and how it was able just to stand still in this way that we see all these years. Take a look and you will find how much it is really interesting and magnificent. One of the most important or interesting things that you can enjoy here in Luxor is just walking around here at night by this Oriental market. You have a lot of things here to enjoy, a lot of things to buy. Well, just as you saw, we have some souvenirs and also we have some interesting things, just as you see here, scarves, for example, the souvenirs and some flavors. And flavors here are very famous and spicy stuff are very famous here in Luxor. And right now I'm going to move inside to show you something very interesting.
Oregano for chicken for dessert.
By the way, the stuff here,
Oregano.
this is the oregano. All these things, actually, let's say that it is considered to be the best quality, especially here in Luxor. I want to tell you something, that the prices here are not, let's say, the prices are okay, because just as you saw, this is, for example, 20 pounds, Egyptian pounds, which is very good. Leather, okay. Here you go, just as I told you, here we have this stuff are very important here, and let's say in Luxor and the Swan as well. People used to come here to buy all of these things, not only foreigners or holiday makers, but Egyptians as well. And this is my favorite. This is something called the dome, and you know, it's very tasty. And in Luxor, it is more tasty than any other place. So the cost of this, for example, is 50 pounds. I think it's not that expensive. £25 Egyptian pounds for 1 gram of this, but it is very heavy.
Today, we started our trip on the boat. We passed by many beautiful sceneries by the Nile River. The experience of sailing on the Nile River is uncomparable.
This is a nature trip. The choice was Abu Simbel or to come and around Kitchener Island, see some birds and just get close to nature. So I chose to do this today.
Usually, what are you thinking of when you are thinking of a place for your vacation?
Sunshine, definitely sunshine, because we don't get much of that in England.
Along with our holiday makers, we moved to the Nubian village. Well, that was our first stop. We entered one of the houses, which is a typical example for the Nubian style. It was amazing.
This one is very beautiful. I like it very much. Tell me, did you like Aswan?
Yeah.
What did you like here? The henna?
Yeah. That's a henna.
How was your boat trip?
It was nice.
It was nice. Did you like it? Did you like it?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you about the trip now on the boat. How did you see the scenery around you, or how do you see Aswan in general?
Well, we took a walk through it when we were here before, and it was fine. Fine.
What did you like here?
Scenery coming down on the boat. You get a lot in.
What about the tattoo or the henna that you have?
Very nice. Very nice, yes. Just interested in how long it lasts, that's all.
Quite a long.
Yes.
The whole area of these houses lie on the Nile River, and it reflects the Nubian lifestyle. Then we moved on with our boat to another place, or to another trip on the Nile, but this time it was different. It was a bird-watching trip. Birders, nature lovers, people looking for a unique photo or interested in beautiful sceneries to enjoy must not miss such a trip in Aswan.